What's going on, Internet? IG here again today with another Linux Tidbits, the show where I kind of talk about stuff that I found interesting during the week and share it all with you guys. So let's do this. Alright, we got a lot of news to get through. A lot of stuff has happened in the last week. It's a crazy time of year. We're going to try and get through this as quickly as we possibly can. So hang on to your seatbelts. There's links down in the descriptions for everything that I'm talking about. So if you want more details, go check it out there because I'm not going to be covering much detail here. Alright, first up. SteamOS 2.0 dropped as a preview. Now this is codenamed Brewmaster, and basically it just makes a lot of improvements under the hood. It's now based on Debian's latest stable release, which is Jessie, Debian 8.1, I believe that is. And basically SteamOS as a system is just getting more mature. It's getting some more useful bits and pieces added into it, and obviously paving the way for a lot of great games to be coming into it. Leading into our second item, which is the games that are coming to SteamOS. So first of all, Batman Arkham Knight. Obviously the game came out on consoles and it did come out for PCs for a little tiny while, but it was so buggy that they pulled it back out again. And yes, believe it or not, we will be waiting for a little while until Batman Arkham Knight makes it back to the PC. But the good news is it will be coming in around September sometime, or maybe somewhere thereafter. Basically they want to fix up all the bugs and make sure that it's a smooth release. Second time around, we hope it works well. But the good news is it will be coming on Mac and Linux. Along with a few other games from the developer Feral Interactive, which is Grid, Autosport, and also Company of Heroes 2. So those are both, all three of those games are going to be coming to SteamOS as a platform, and obviously the Linux desktop as a whole, which is all pretty exciting stuff to see AAA titles like that making their way to SteamOS and almost debuting on Linux at the same time as other platforms, including Windows and Mac. The next big story, and it's more of a rumor in the same gaming sphere as this other stuff, and that is that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 is rumored to be coming out on Linux sometime very soon. Again, can't really give you a date on this one. It was just a post and a bit of digging around that someone found that there was a bit of leaked information that, oh hey, it might be coming to Linux. So yeah, I'll post links to that one down below, but that's more of a rumor more than actual fact news. But hey, I wouldn't mind. I played that game back in the day. Pretty good game. Alright, also we did have the latest Ubuntu phone dropped. The Ubuntu Meizu MX4. Now this is an Ubuntu phone that actually has pretty good flagship sort of specs. However, it's got a very convoluted invite-only buying system, kind of like the OnePlus One did when it launched. So if you want to get your hands on one, you have to get an invite for it and yada yada yada. Basically the specs of this phone are actually pretty decent. So it is quite nice looking as well, if I don't say so myself. The industrial design that they've got going on is quite tasty. Again, not really sure about the availability of this thing once the invite system is over, but at the moment it is 299 euros if you want to try and get your hands on one through the invite system. I don't have any invites, so please don't ask, because I know I would give them away if I had them. Alright, let's jump over to distro release land really quickly. Mageia 5 came out very recently and I'm pretty excited about that one. However, having a look at the release notes and playing around with the ISO itself, not a whole lot has changed. It's more up-to-date packages, more up-to-date desktop environments, but really it's still Mageia doing what Mageia do best, and that is just keep plugging away doing the same thing. And just provide more up-to-date software, I guess. So yeah, for stability, but not terribly exciting after all. Also, Linux Mint 17.2 RC has come out, which means that 17.2, codenamed Rafaela, is going to be coming out pretty soon. This is part of their long-term support strategy to release and work on the same code base as Linux Mint 17 and just incrementally release updates for it, improving the user space and not messing around too much with the actual core. Good move in my opinion, as the stability is really panning out nicely. They will begin work on a new base in 2016 for future releases of Linux Mint. Brand new releases of the Cinnamon and Mate desktops that are going into Linux Mint 17.2. So again, check out all the release notes for those. They've got a bunch of changes in the description box below. Finally, let's talk about the random Linux distro of the week, and that is Voyager OS. Voyager OS, it comes in 2 different versions. It's an XFCE based distribution that's kind of like the you know how there's Netrunner and Kubuntu? Netrunner's kind of like Kubuntu on steroids. Well, that's what Voyager OS is for Ubuntu, the XFCE version of Ubuntu. So it has 2 different versions. It has the Ubuntu based version, which is 14.04.4, and it also has a Debian version based on Debian Jessie or Debian 8.1. So both of those are pretty exciting distributions. They're French, they're flowery, that's really well designed. So go check them out if XFCE is your thing. It's pretty exciting. Now let's talk about the random Linux YouTuber of the day, and that is Chris Ware. Anyway, that guy, he makes a lot of great vlog style videos about his opinions to do with different Linux desktop environments, different software. He's got some sort of tutorials and reviews there as well, so definitely go check it out. There's plenty of good content there to keep you occupied. A lot of opinionated stuff about what makes one product better than another when it comes to open source software. So some really good stuff if you're in the mood for a good argumentative kind of watch. So yeah, there's that. That'll be all from me, guys. I can't believe we got through all that, but again, let me know what you think about any of this stuff in the comments below. We'll try and get a bit of a discussion going. Keep it friendly as always. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked what you see here. Subscribe if you want to see more. And actually, I think it might be, anyway, it's in one of those corners. And I will see you all in the very next video. Let me know what you want me to look at in terms of these 2 new releases, Linux Mint 17.2 and Mageia 5. Because yeah, I'll be really interested to see what you guys think. Alright. Follow me on Twitter if you're not already, and I will catch you in the very next video. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.